is happening, Magnus? So after the Cheesecake Factory lady done blew up, went viral, got all the hatred and backlash of the planetary internet. Apparently a group of ladies got together and made a list of places that men should never take them on a first date. Now, I saw a couple of these before I started the video. And what I need to say is that first dates are situational. First dates are situational. Depending on the situation with the particular woman that you're talking to. Because I think this, fellas, those of you with a lot of dating experience know that sometimes how you meet her, how you're talking, because you could have met her at work, you could have met her on a job, you could have met her at the club, you could have met her at church, you could have met her on the street, you could have met her online, and all how it goes, it requires a specific type of meeting. One thing that Scarlo will tell you, hey Scarlo, come here please. Move this to the side. What's interesting, this is what's interesting, right? Because I always thought in my head that our first date was one place. And one day she's talking to me and I say something about a particular restaurant and she's like, that was our first date. And I was like, no, I just took you there to get something to eat. Yeah. Come in. So ladies have made a list of places to never take them on a first date.
Are you serious?
Where have you always told me our first date was? Come on.
It was TGI Fridays.
Not to me. Our first date, to me, was Seasons 52.
No, and we had this conversation and I told him he was right. Because when we went to Applebee's, it was technically TGI Fridays, sorry. It was like the first time that we actually went anywhere to eat. But it was only because I got out here late. And I was hungry.
And she was hungry, so I took her there to get her something to eat.
The first date where we got dressed up and he was like, get dressed, I'm going to take you out, was Season 52.
Right. So.
And I love that place, by the way.
So, you know, in Seasons 52.
But that was our first date.
Has, you know, a lot of natural food and organic stuff. So that's why I wanted to take her something.
Nice.
I wanted to take her somewhere healthy. So that was my thing. Healthy and nice.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. But these girls here are saying that here's a list of places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date. And thank you to the ladies who reached out to me to help me on my list. Number 1, the Cheesecake Factory. Kiss my ass.
I love the Cheesecake Factory.
She loves the Cheesecake Factory.
And let me tell you,
she's a foodie. The bunch of chicks that I've dated, all foodies, love the Cheesecake Factory.
Listen, I've been to Ruth Chris, which is an expensive restaurant where you see like literally like execs, CEOs. That's who eat there. I've been there. I've been to Capitol Grill, Seasons 52. Like I've been to a lot of big places, but I have my favorites. Ain't nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory. Are you kidding me? Nothing wrong with that. Sorry.
So I told them before I started this list that the first dates are situational sometimes, depending on how you met someone. Like, say I knew you on the job, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't like how she's looking at me right now, right? So say I knew you, I see the way she looking at me, I know it's, so say I knew you at the job. And, you know, like, I've known you for months or whatever, but we starting to get, you know, I might be like, yo, I'm here at Applebee's afterward. Give me some wings. Yo, you want to come with me? You know what I'm saying?
That's situational.
And that will be a first date sometimes because we got this office cool camaraderie, and then you just feeling her out, and then say that little thing goes well, we start talking, then it's like, all right, Friday, let's, let me take you to Ruth Chris, let me take you to get yourself dressed. We know we really, so, look, a lot of these are not me, but I know people who have went on first dates to these places. So, Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's. One of my first dates with this one chick, our second date was Chili's. We went to, what's your place? What's your coffee place? Starbucks. Went to Starbucks. They had a nice setup of couches. We just sat there and talked.
Starbucks is number 6.
Second date was Chili's. I took her to Chili's. We went to Chili's. Chipotle. Here's the funny thing, though. If you gym buddies, Chipotle
is the place to go. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Chipotle is one of my favorite spots, too. Don't knock it.
She loves Chipotle.
I love Olive Garden, too.
Olive Garden.
The movies.
The movies. That's people for years, dinner and a movie.
Yeah.
That's why people
like
say that.
Yeah.
You want to go out for dinner and a movie? Because for years, that was a first date.
And this is just first date places not to go to.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you why dinner and a movie is great. You go to dinner, you have a nice meal, you talk, you get to know each other. And then in the movie, you get to sit close, you know what I mean?
You cuddle up.
You know what I'm saying? You get to, you know what I mean? You don't know what's going to go down in the movies neither. Your house.
Yeah, see, for me, that would be a no-no. Don't tell me to go to your house on the first date.
But it depends. If brother can throw down
cooking dinner?
And he's like, I'm going to cook for you. Boom. But some women...
If you don't know the dude, though, like if you haven't been to the gym, if you don't work with him, like if you really don't know him like that, I personally would not do it.
Right.
As a woman, I wouldn't do it because you don't know who's over there and who he is or anything like that.
But I've had several come by for Netflix and Jill. And that was our first date.
I don't need to hear that.
First, you better calm down on my show.
You better calm that down.
Or
you're about to be fired. You're about to be fired.
Any fast food chain. Yeah, you don't take the McDonald's.
No.
But, you know what's funny? Sometimes like a group of friends might be out. That's how y'all meet. Yo, we going to McDonald's. You mean, yo, so tissue. I got you. You know what I'm saying? You sit with me. I got you. You know what I'm saying? What you want?
See, I wouldn't consider that a first date. I would consider that like a first chill.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying it's situational. But if you're talking formal, hello, miss, can I get your number? You talk on the phone. Yes, I'm going to take someone somewhere nice. But next is Olive Garden. Olive Garden is on there. I skipped it by accident.
No, you said it.
Oh, I did? You did. Some people, they love Olive Garden. They love Olive Garden. Or Carrabba's, which is a step up from Olive Garden.
It's a really good place.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wingstop. Red Lobster. That was one of my first dates when I was younger. A buffet.
That's hilarious.
IHOP, Denny's, the gym. Look, if you find a swole mate, some people, it's like that.
That's it.
It's like, well, let's go to the gym.
Work out together.
Get some Chipotle afterwards. She'd be like, hell yeah. Like, gym girls.
I'd be down.
Real gym girls are like that. So you can actually do that with church. Some religious, they like that.
Some people love it. And let me tell you something. Like, if you're... See, and I kind of know where they're coming from. Like, as a first date...
The 304s don't want to go to church.
You to church on Sunday as a first date type of thing. Because at that... you want to learn the person. You don't know where their beliefs are. You know what I'm saying?
No, if you do know. Like, what if you meet at a gathering? I meet you something. We find we both Christian. Well, yeah, I got church tomorrow if you want to go to church with me.
And then you can go out to
we can receive the lowest blessing, then we can get a Sunday dinner. Yeah. Maybe a movie.
See, you could dig so deep into these situations here. Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Now, coffee on a first date is not a bad thing because
Nope,
if you
it's
want to
not.
be in a public place, if you are just meeting someone and you've just been talking on the phone, and maybe it's a Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, even on a Sunday. Let me tell I'm that girl that you asked me, hey, I know we've been talking for a little bit, but you want to go out for a cup of coffee, maybe just talk or whatever. I'm okay with that. Like, that to me is just a comfortable situation for me to be in. I love coffee, especially if it's a nice little spot where you feel comfortable, you feel cozy. Yeah. It's nice. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Coffee dates is next. It's the same thing.
The same thing.
It's a coffee date. There's nothing wrong with a coffee date.
Ice cream dates. Sign me up.
See?
Sign me up.
She loves ice cream.
Sign me up.
Like I said, situational. Depends on how you meet. So you meet at a little party. So you meet at a barbecue. So I need some coffee. I'm getting tired. You want to go? Okay, cool. We can get some ice cream. Right, ice cream shop right next door.
Yep.
And they'll be down. You talk on the way. You talk while you're drinking coffee. You talk while you're licking your ice cream. And you get to see what her tongue like and everything.
Hey, now.
I'm telling the guys what they need to know.
And you don't need to know nothing.
Family functions.
That's a little tricky.
It's tricky, but it can be done if it's like, listen, if you talk for a certain amount of time somewhere out, like again, if I meet you at my boys' party or somewhere out, say I get your number and we talk, I can even go, my family's having a barbecue this Saturday if you want to stop through. Well, it's not a legitimate date,
right?
But you still get to come and get to know the guy. You get what I'm saying?
Well, a quick little funny thing is that when I saw him again, it was the weekend of Memorial Day weekend, and my sister and her family were having a cookout. Mm-hmm. And he's already considered part of the family anyway, but I hadn't seen him, and I didn't really know him like that. So we saw each other, and then the next day was a barbecue, so we kind of sat around, talked, or whatever, and that's kind of how we started.
Anyway, movie night, Netflix, Hulu. I've done it several times. That has worked. So, somewhere that requires a long drive. Some of y'all down. Like Atlantic City is a couple hours from me, kind of, almost. Well, a little bit, hour and a half.
A little over an hour.
Yeah. Not that long, but still, that's a long drive. But it's AC.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
There's a lot to do out there.
People come to this area, we going to AC. See what I mean? So it depends. What's the next one? Bowling. Look, I don't like bowling. It's not my thing. Mm-hmm. I know women that love bowling and think it's cute and want to go.
See, I think it's cute on nights where they turn on the neon lights, the DJ's playing real good music, you have a couple of drinks, you have food, like... That's not bad. I know people whose first dates have been bowling. And they're still together. Nightclubs. Don't take nobody on a first date at a club. Like, I'm not okay with that.
I've been in clubs several times with women, so.
Well, you've taken them there, but have you taken them there on a first date?
Kind of, yeah. Kind of like I got a number the night before, the week before at the same club and met up again at that club. And then later, maybe we got something to eat, or we met to dance.
For me, I wouldn't consider that a first date kind of thing.
Yeah, because sometimes clubs will sell food. So you can get food and then go dance, so.
Hookah bar, no.
I don't know, some people like that. A bar for drinks. That's that oyster one, where she ate the 48 oysters. And he said, we just were supposed to be, you need to see that.
I think it's what I'm thinking about, I think I saw it on Instagram.
She ordered 48 oysters.
And he left her with the bill or something like that? And yet they were only supposed to go out for drinks. Girl, you know how much oysters are?
Waffle House. I guarantee you this. I guarantee you. If I got her number and I called her in the morning, we was talking, and I said, I swear to God, you shouldn't even say that. I want some waffles right now.
Let's go.
Oh my!
I
can take her to Cracker Barrel, to IHOP, to a Waffle House, anywhere that sells waffles or pancakes. I can take her, and she would be fine with it.
I'm okay with it.
Sports events, she's down. If I had 2 front row tickets to a basketball game, she would go. Yep. She would go. So you know what I mean? Like even, and I say 2 front row, but. Even just 2 tickets to a best, she would go. She would eat a hot dog, drink her soda, eat her
Right.
pretzel, and chat
have
with me
fun.
and watch the game. She would.
I would have such a good time.
So I don't know who these women are, but listen. And this is me totally being realistic. Women usually like to go, in my experience on this planet, 46 years, somewhere mid-level to high tier. They like to go formally. Mm-hmm. But I've dated enough to know that different women, they just want your time. They want to spend time with you, stimulating conversation, talk to you over some good food. And it doesn't always have to be Ruth Chris. It doesn't. You know what I mean? And the women have suggested the coffee dates and these other restaurants to me. You know what I mean? When I'm thinking Six Seasons 52 or Capitol Grill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But fellas, I'm telling you, look, I got plenty of male friends. I know where they've taken their girlfriends, their wives, and other girls that they dated. And I know guys that get plenty. All right? Only one of them, continually goes to high-level restaurants. That's it. All the other dudes that I know that still get stuff, they go to different places like Olive Garden, Red Lobster, Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Fridays, whatever. You know, so.
See, and this is the thing too. Like, I don't know who put this list together. I know that there's a lot. Like, I like going to really nice places. Don't get me wrong. I'm that girl that I'm okay with. Like, just don't take me to no club on a first date. And don't take me somewhere where there's smoke. Don't take me, like, I don't like places like that.
I got you.
But, you know, there are some women like myself who do like going to nice places, but it doesn't have to be an all the time thing. There are women out there who expect nothing less than Ruth Chris or Capitol Grill or some restaurant by the water.
Yeah.
That's all nice and everything because I've been to a lot of them, but I feel like a lot of that stuff too, like you're asking, like, as some of these women are asking to be taken to all these fancy restaurants and stuff like that. It's just like, okay, well, down the line, are you worth going to these places? Like, I don't mean to say it like that, but a lot of women are expected to do that, and it's just like you can't. Sometimes
the initial conversation you have with each other dictates where
tone.
you go. It sets the tone.
Right.
Especially because sometimes we don't know you as we don't know you as well, and we don't know if we want to even take you somewhere like that. Let's stick with where I'm going here.
That's where I'm
talking to the people
over
here. Stick with where I'm going, because sometimes I could take you somewhere that's just a coffee date, but after that conversation, because it was no pressure on either of us, you're not pressured to sleep with me because of the high value meal. And I'm not pressured to, show off to you.
Right.
After that talk, it's like, yo, I might have met my wife, yo. Listen, we going over here next Friday. I'm saying, you know what I mean? I'm letting you know.
And you know what?
That happens like that.
That might be the reason why these men are taking you to these places. A lot of men don't want to just automatically take you to a high-end 5-star restaurant, because if you end up being the woman that they're not looking for, you're going to put them in a position to feel like they wasted their time, and now here you go, bad-mouthing them because they're not calling you back, or, they're saying stuff about you, or they're thinking that you all just about money because, you make yourself you put yourself in this position to just expect high-end, what's the word I'm looking for? High-end services, I guess.
These are women that I think, from this, are all chasing high-value men that make 6 figures and all this other stuff. But most men don't make 6 figures.
Right.
And don't always got it like that. But they're grade A men that are working their way up through life that can really give you a great time at Applebee's or the Cheesecake Factory.
Or
what percentage of men make 6 figures?
According to CNBC, Just 11% of women make $100,000 or more on a national level, whereas 21% of men do.
That's it.
21%.
21%. So that means most men don't make money like that to where they can just throw hundreds at certain steakhouses.
But a lot of men too that take women to like a coffee date or something like that. It doesn't mean that they don't got it, ladies. That particular man can be a high value, 6-figure guy, but something as simple as a coffee date for him can set the tone as to whether or not he wants to continue to pursue you and take you on that 5-star restaurant date. Sometimes it's a little date like that they want to kind of set the tone with. They want to see what you're about. They want to see what the conversation is, because I do believe that, for women, we lead with emotion and men is physical, but there are a lot of men out there who want to know what's between your ears. They want to know what's on your brain. They want to know how you speak, how you hold yourself, how you, you know what I mean? It's not all about getting 5-star service at the first date.
Yeah.
Yeah,
my conversation with you before our date depends on how many days we talk before a date, but that will determine where I take you. Because if I'm really thinking you're a high value woman, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna show out. Let me take her here. I've talked to her enough to know that it's just like I'm telling my boys about you. But like that one with the oysters, the chick was like, he been texting me for months or something like that. So if y'all only been texting, she ain't really ever talked to him. He said, let's go get some drinks. He wanted to get to know her. I know that's why he asked her out for some drinks. And then she gonna order all that food like something wrong with her. And I saw her too, like, she's not an ugly chick, but it was one of them things where it was like, I could tell she was mad hood. And I was just like, see, you acting, you showing out, and don't know how to act when you out with people. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, all right, I'm done with this. Post comments down below. Go follow Scarlett on Scarlett's Beauty and Gaming. She just finished Spider-Man PS4. Now she will be playing Spider-Man Miles Morales, and then she'll be playing Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
10 million subscribers. Woo!